Welcome back to Clint Stone's World, all the news that is news across the nation and the world on the scene in Afghanistan. There seems to have been a disturbance here. Let's go over here and see if we can get to the bottom of it. Pardon me, sir. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Is the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan now inevitable?
No, it is not. Because you have the Afghan troops have 300,000 well-equipped as any army in the world, and an air force, against something like 75,000 Taliban. It is not inevitable.
Mr. President, thank you very much. Your own intelligence community has assessed that the Afghan government will likely collapse.
That is not true.
Can you please clarify what they have told you about whether that will happen or not?
That is not true. They did not reach that conclusion.
So what is the level of confidence that they have that it will not collapse?
The Afghan government and leadership has to come together. They clearly have the capacity to sustain the government in place.
And do you see any parallels between this withdrawal and what happened in Vietnam with some people feeling...
None whatsoever. Zero. What you had entire brigades breaking through the gates of our embassy. 6, if I'm not mistaken. The Taliban is not the North Vietnamese army. They're not remotely comparable in terms of capability. There's going to be no circumstance where you see people being lifted off the roof of a embassy of the United States from Afghanistan. It is not at all comparable. So the question now is, where do they go from here? That the jury is still out. But the likelihood there's going to be the Taliban overrunning everything and owning the whole country is highly unlikely.
Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Very interesting. Man, I wish I had that rifle. So we just armed some very, very dangerous people to the tune of billions of dollars worth of guns, vehicles, helicopters, grenades, RPG, etc. Unbelievable. The mega blunder that just happened. So I don't want to get into politics, but if we would have stuck to the original schedule that Orange Man Bad had put in when we get out May 1st, I don't think we would have had this problem. But they had to push it back, and they did not use their time wisely. And look who we've armed. Look what we've armed a whole bunch of real angry, hateful people with. Anyone who has even a cursory knowledge of history of this area knows exactly what this weaponry will be used for. The very intense subjugation of these people. And this is just one video. I could have made an hour-long film of just the weaponry, the helicopters, the vehicles, the never-ending supplies that were just abandoned and left to these people. And it's not like we didn't take the poppy fields for 20 years, and we've been paying the Taliban for 20 years. This is just the cherry on top. We got what we wanted, and now China is going to swoop in and take those same poppy fields. So these guys got the weaponry. Let's take a look at their training. I really want to see these well-trained badasses. So people have told me, it's high time we get out of there, and why can't the Afghans defend their own country? Well, I think we're looking at why right here. See, the Taliban, they have been fighting for a long, long time. Some of them probably go back to the day I was born, when the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. Interesting little tidbit of history right there. So these guys, I don't think they could fight their way out of a wet paper bag. Okay, let's take a look at their weight training. Oh, this guy's wafy. Oh, yeah, he was... Oh, get over here on the elliptical. What's up, son? Going backwards up those hills, son. This guy's just giggling. Ho, 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 ho. You know, when they make those faces like that, it kind of makes me think these are actors. I don't think they are, but it kind of makes a person wonder, doesn't it? They're just giggling. Hi, I'm dumb as shit and in the middle of the desert. And yeah, what the hell were we doing there? Other than the poppy fields, what the hell were we really doing there? I mean, I realized that it was a geostrategic location where we had Afghanistan and Iraq on either side of Iran. I realized that. But I don't know, man. The conspiracy wheels are turning on this one. This is a weird one. Now check out this picture of these clowns in the presidential palace. I forget what movie it was, but they had that Ben Kingsley playing a fake terrorist guy that made those terrorist videos. I forget the movie. This reminds me of exactly that. And look at these guys' weapons. Shiny and clean. Brand new, American made. Only abandoned once. Holy shit, this Afghanistan thing is wild. And I can't show you the videos where people were grabbing onto the landing gear of the airplanes, and when the planes took off, those people were not able to hang on, and they fell for a little while. It was heartbreaking. What's going on in Afghanistan is nothing short of heartbreaking. So all jokes aside, my heart does go out to Afghanistan. It's a rough one. And when your military's led by Darth Vader here, what can you really expect? We actually do live in a clown world now, folks. I don't know if you've noticed. Comments me.